What's up, guys? Justin Brock here. And this morning, I was thinking about something. I wanted to make a video about it because for a while I've been seeing content that goes out a lot on Instagram, but also on Facebook and everywhere, YouTube, from people who are drastically underqualified to sell and market these products, or they are misusing them, misrepresenting them. And so today I'm going to tell you why I think final expense and mortgage protection insurance are pretty much scams. All right, guys, so let me start by saying that I'm not saying that the companies that create these products, the insurance carriers, are creating a product that has no value. What I am saying is that these products are being marketed and misrepresented to push them in a way that I think is egregious and really bad for the insurance agent environment or industry. The world we live in right now already is oversold or feels oversold. And if your industry is intentionally, whoring out the clients and prospects heavily, making them feel like they've been taken advantage of, then that's going to make it more difficult for them to trust an agent in the future, even if that new agent has their best interest at heart, right? So financial advisors, Medicare agents, health insurance agents, property and casualty agents, legitimate life insurance agents. And so that's why I think it's very important for us to talk about this, that we have a duty to police our own and hold our own people accountable to make sure that we are presenting and placing products when they need to be placed, when they are wanted, when they are desired, not just pushing them, right? And so I got some reasons that I think that the final expense and mortgage protection side are blatant abusers of our industry and of the people that we all aim to serve. Now, one thing I'll start by saying, number one, is that the names are a lie, okay? And we see this a lot in products when a product becomes, mundane. So the term life insurance, whether it's term life, permanent life, those terms become eventually, you're selling life insurance. I don't want a life insurance plan. And so eventually something like burial insurance or burial plan evolves, and then a final expense plan, and then a mortgage protection plan. These terms evolve because it doesn't sound like life insurance, it sounds like something else. And so the names in themselves are lies, in my opinion. We're talking to someone who say they have a large term policy that will outlive their mortgage if they meet their minimum mortgage payment, and you still say, oh, but you need a mortgage protection plan. Well, technically they do not need a mortgage protection plan if they already have term in excess of enough to handle their needs. I am in no way advocating against selling life insurance, but let's sell it for what it is. If they have a term policy and you think they need more term, then explain to them that they already have a term policy that would cover their mortgage, but maybe they need more than that. If they agree and you can convince them that they do need more benefit, then you have made a good quality sale. If you just convince them or you beat around the bush to where you never have to take head on the fact that they already have a policy that will do this and accomplish this, then you're just kind of a snake oil salesman. Okay, so the names are a lie. Final expense too. If somebody says, okay, well, I have a permanent whole life and I have a whole bunch of money. Oh, you need a final expense policy. Unfortunately, it can get way oversold, way overplaced. We've had customers that come in that have 3, 4, 5 final expense policies on the books. People that are making $1,200, $1,300 a month. Doesn't make any sense. All right, number 2, reason this part of the industry is really bad. Recruit first, sell second. It's really bad. The most multi-level marketing groups in insurance are on the life insurance side. They start heavily with final expense and mortgage protection because it's an easy lead to acquire, because the type of person who responds to these ads is typically low income, maybe easier to convince to get another life insurance plan. I don't want to say that everybody out there that's selling it is fraudulent. That's not true. And it's not true that some of these plans are not needed. But what is true is that they need such a vast amount of agents to come through because of my number 3. And my number 3 is the fatigue of the agent. Doing that line of work is really unfulfilling for most agents. It's hard work. It's beating down doors. It's chasing down low quality leads that are not high quality leads, because these people were not responding to life insurance ads. They're responding to something that looked government ran or some kind of misleading thing. And then the fatigue of the agent is really high because of how many people they have to write to keep their income up, because they're constantly chasing chargeback debt. Chargeback debt comes when people are advanced, or agents are advanced a commission for like 9 months or 12 months. And then the policyholder cancels it in 3 months, 4 months, because they were high pressure sold into this plan, or it wasn't marketed appropriately and they don't need it. Right. So that is why they have to recruit so heavily. And when they recruit, they have to build these, pyramid scheme style multi-level marketing plans. It's not to say that people can't make money at all levels. That's why it isn't a pyramid scheme, and they can technically out work the person ahead of them and make more than the person that brought them in. Pyramid schemes typically, a legitimate by definition pyramid scheme, makes it where the person at the bottom can never make more than the person that came in over them. So now it's a multi-level marketing business. But the multi-level marketing businesses heavily incentivize recruiting, which heavily incentivizes over-promising and under-delivering to the agents. Massive churn, lying, and often selling them training and leads. And one of the things you have to look out for in these multi-level marketing groups is they are all going to edify one another. Meaning they're always going to talk about how great it is, how great the business is. If it ever sounds like too many people are drinking the Kool-Aid and it's a cult, you're probably talking to a multi-level marketing group. If they think they're the best group in all of business, and there's thousands of them, and they have big annual conferences where they get together and pat each other on the back, probably a multi-level marketing business. So another one, and we alluded to this already, is high pressure sales. We talked about that just a second ago. This is, and this goes hand in hand with my tricky marketing portion. So the tricky marketing portion is they regulate things as state regulated final expense benefit, which it is a state regulated plan. So it's not illegal to say that. But in the advertising, they're trying to allude to this is some sort of state granted benefit or state provided benefit. Have you gotten your state regulated final expense benefit? Super tricky wording that makes people assume that it's associated with the state when it's only state regulated, meaning that the insurance commissioner and the Department of Insurance for the state can regulate these products and regulate how they're sold. But that state regulated crap, hate that stuff. Business reply mail cards that look really official. So this happens in Medicare as well. But those business reply cards that look like they're from the government, they have codes on them, and there's super fine print that say that they're not sent out by the government. But most people that are filling them out think they are. And also one part of it is they have gift card giveaways. So they'll have these super official cards with a Walmart gift card giveaway. I find that gift card almost never actually goes out. It's just a complete, lie. And they use that card to get in the house, and they just keep deflecting. Oh, that gift card will come out with somebody else. Nobody's sending the gift card, which technically makes that actually illegal. That actually is flat out fraud. But that happens. I've seen it. Early on, I had bought leads from someone, and then you get the leads, and they had all promised these people a gift card. And then they give me the lead, and they're like, oh, you have to give them the gift card. Didn't even tell you that when they buy the leads. That's why I'm super against buying leads. And just do legitimate marketing, build a brand, and people will come to you because they'll know they can trust you. It takes time, but that's the right way to build. So getting into the nitty gritty on what is mortgage protection and final expense. Final expense is just a simplified issue, permanent life insurance policy that's not geared to accumulate massive cash value. It accumulates some cash value, but the goal with this is to have a benefit between, say, 0 and 50,000, most of the time 10, 15, 20,000. And that benefit is supposed to be used for funeral expenses, final expenses, but it's really just a small permanent life policy. Some people do want those policies. Some people get to the point where they can't get anything else because of their health, and they just want to make sure that their son It doesn't have to pay for their funeral, doesn't have to pay for some of their final bills. So they want a $15,000 or $20,000 policy to make sure all that's covered for him. It's a legacy thing for somebody who is typically lower income and has not saved a whole lot of money. The mortgage protection side is really just a term policy. If you have a 20-year mortgage, 20 years left on your mortgage, and your mortgage payment is $1,000 a month, then you need to make sure you have a mortgage policy or a term policy so that if you die, that someone else is not stuck with that bill. That's why you would get that. But there's not a specific policy for this. There are just term policies. You just want the term to make sense for that and for it to be an affordable rate. Also, you might want additional coverage for, whatever reasons, to leave money behind, to pay for other things, to replace your income, all kinds of stuff. But these terms are used for marketing vulturism, in my opinion. And so also, the one thing you have to see in final expense and mortgage protection is it's a revolving door of agents. So they either typically get out of it, or they're in it 10 years and they wish they would have left or went to something else, and they're telling us that all the time, or they graduate to financial services, Medicare, health insurance, or property and casualty. Something that has some sort of residual component, almost a commodity, something that a lot of people need, and they cross-sell life insurance when it's needed. They're not force-feeding it to people. So that's my video today on why I think the final expense and mortgage protection industry is a scam. And, there are definitely some people that need those. But if you're coming into this industry and that's all you're being told to sell, you're probably part of a scam hierarchy or somebody that's selling you snake oil. So check us out at justinbrock.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll show you the way.
It's time to grow your agency like a guru. Introducing Go Guru Pro. The Go High Level platform allows for minimizing software-based subscriptions and grants control over several facets of marketing and communication. Automate your workflow, communicate with your leads, book appointments in advance, and house all your clients in one secure location. Visit goguru.pro and schedule your one-on-one demo today.